Hi Libra, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. This is going to be a very positive next 2 days for you where things are transitioning in your favor. Change, improvement, as well is the name of the game. But one of the three main overall pre-pulled oracles is the beautiful energy of victory. I feel like this is going to be a time where you're feeling victorious, even at certain points more colorful, on top of the world, I want to say, to go to that extent. But people are viewing you in a victorious, hearing triumphant light, and loving the energy that you're giving off and eating it up. And so I wouldn't be surprised, as I'm being shown the Three of Pentacles, if you're feeling, and the Six of Wands now, which is the victory card in tarot, if you're feeling a push into the spotlight, the limelight, but as well at certain points choosing, for some drawn to the reading, to be out there in the open, to be noticed, for some to be more of, or in general, an open book, but be selective because not everybody needs to know your business. But we're shifting on forward to the second of the three cards, the Magician and the Mirror. I almost said the Magician card from the tarot deck. And I do feel as if this is a time where part of the victory that you have coming to be, and even reflecting upon, from the recent days and weeks, is because you're a true manifester at this point along your path. You can't help but feel like people are honoring you. People are seeing you in this magical light where you're feeling more so golden at this point along your path. And I really feel as if Spirit's saying, well, what do you want to co-create with us next? Because that is another way to utilize your manifestation ability and power, even when you don't realize it, right? Having this powerful and, I'm hearing skilled, but magical connection to the afterlife, or just better labels in tarot, the spiritual realm. Now, I do feel as if with the third card, carrying connections, and even the possibility of which, for meeting new people, or just the future of certain connections that haven't blossomed to the furthest extent, or maybe are needing to, or are going through a rebirth at this time, are taking a highlight in the next 2 days. I feel like going back to talking about the spiritual realm, there's certain caring souls that are drawn to you in the next 2 days to assist you, to help you, manifest, to help you gain and be one with, create more victory within your world, and maybe to even improve things, to support what needs to be successful in change moving forward. It feels like this is as well speaking upon, for somebody, of course, a romantic relationship of some sort, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of platonic connecting and reconnecting and admiring and thanking taking place in the next 48 for you. But it does feel like you're going to be, thinking about your connection to your higher self, to yourself in general. Your posture needs to be improved is what I'm getting. And this might not be something new for you or brought up for the first time thinking about recently. But I do feel as if that needs to take on some improvement. Anyways, random. But there is what I've been getting and just haven't spit it out yet, is there's an ancestor to a passed over loved one or two that is joining you. They're not part of your team of guides, but they have felt this calling to come and take care of you during this period specifically, and maybe, a bit after the next 48 for you as well. And they're saying that this individual is super mature and responsible, okay? And they're going to teach you and maybe even remind you and guide you very specifically, okay? Let's move on to a feather card or two. This was gifted to me from a beautiful soul that watches my readings. We're moving on to the Cardinal card. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Absolutely beautiful, and coinciding with what we were speaking upon, because basically they're saying the victory card, but as well the spotlight, attention and accomplishments taking place in the next 48, because I do feel as if this is speaking upon and showing to the world in certain ways that you're a leader, okay? The Spirit wanted to finish that with in the making, and so be it if that's the case, right? Because for some drawn to the reading, you haven't always been stepping up to the leader plate, if you will, right? Or maybe it's come and gone along your path. But for some, I feel like you've been a leader for pretty much your entire life up until this point. But they're saying things are unfolding ahead of you so beautifully. It just feels like you're going to be understanding things quite quickly in the next 48, but in other ways, or maybe a few different, I'm getting specific points, feeling indecisive. I did get that oracle when I was pre-polling, but I didn't feel like taking it, okay? Because it's not one of the main energies. But where you're feeling indecisive, take a hot second, whether it's in the next 48 or afterwards, to feel it out. For somebody specifically, there's a focus on lower back pain and aches, and they're saying, we're again reminding you to sit with not a stern way of being, but structure, okay? And they're saying this reminds you in certain ways in different areas of your life when there's discomfort, either prepare to make a change, right? An adjustment of importance, or maybe several, or do so in the moment, because I feel like this has come up in Libra readings before. You're not going to benefit naturally from sitting in and continuing certain levels of discomfort. It's just a simple fact of life. But the Crow card, universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. I love that. It feels like Spirit's saying that you are one with the universe and the structure of which, but the freeing energy of it all the meanwhile. The freedom to create is what I just heard. The freedom to create and restructure your days, your weeks moving forward, your world as a whole for some drawn to the reading, and to create naturally a new reality for yourself. Let's pull one more. For some, you're going to be thinking about or maybe putting action and resources towards restructuring, a caring connection of importance, and therefore seeing a better future when it comes to it. We're moving on to the osprey. I've never even heard of that bird. Interesting. You learn something new every day. Your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. I mean, who doesn't want to hear that? Because I feel like we're winding back, Libra. Things have been lacking that effortless feeling. I consistently have to put in effort, reminding me of me in this channel, for things to grow and prosper, for things to flow in, to be victorious for me. But it feels like Spirit's saying you can take a break now. You can do things when you more so intuitively feel the need to, okay, or the desire to. You are going to find that once again, the abundance in a multitude of beautiful forms flows towards you effortlessly, partially because you're a manifester, a co-creator with the spiritual realm, but because your past efforts are paying off and you're more connected than ever to the universe and spirit. But Bluebird, I love this one. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Beautiful. And I do sense that the color navy, dark blue, is significant for you, giving, I want to say, a successful, royal, mature, and peaceful vibe. All right. And that's how you're meant to be feeling moving forward. And that's how your life, your path is meant to evolve. The Nine of Cups coming out. You're going to be feeling like a wish is coming to be in the next 48, and it's about damn time. It definitely reminds me of me in the next 2 days acquiring, or more so fully securing my new apartment, and then I will be moving in. I haven't got the exact date as to when, but I do feel as if there's something important that you're getting, whether it's meant to be actually stepped into in the next 2 days, or maybe shortly after, or at a different date, a little bit further out for some. But they're saying this wish fulfillment is going to be exactly in alignment with you. The High Priestess and the Fool card and the Wheel of Fortune. It's a very spiritual next 48 where you're getting downloads, you're seeing synchronicities, you're feeling a flow coming back into your world, going back to, I put it back, right here, the Osprey card, talking about abundance flowing into your life as you flow differently moving forward. And this creates such a connected flow within your world. I couldn't come up with a different wording, but they're saying when we honor what you want for the future by giving you something else that will lead you or even assist you more so towards that next wish fulfillment, don't be surprised. What else do we have for Libra? I'm being drawn to the word guidance here, okay? Guidance. I feel as if you are being guided in the next 48, while I wouldn't be surprised if maybe, due to your spiritual connection, Spirit's helping you guide other people. You're naturally guiding others. And maybe as well reflecting for some drawn to the reading on certain levels of guidance that you provided other people. I want to say even advice, assistance, rewinding back. But I do feel as if there's a heaviness that Spirit's saying we're leaving it behind. But be honest with yourself in a peaceful direction, in a peaceful way. What have you been doing too much of to the point where it does leave you maybe feeling good in the moment, or forgetting about something in the moment, but then it feels like a bad habit and then it leaves you heavier after the fact, okay? Or maybe even within, whatever that ends up being for you. During is the wording I'm getting. Anyways, the Two of Wands and the Six of Swords. In the midst of thinking about what you want next, in the midst of thinking about what you don't have per se, again, remember that this is a wish fulfillment that you're gaining, and I want to say learning more about in the next 2 days, to the point where it's as if this time period represents and speaks upon really positively you sailing towards new waters, being guided all the meanwhile looking at those black birds pulling the boat. And they're saying they're not the only souls in the other realm and surrounding you, even at a distance, supporting this Libran soul, okay? But 1229 is a good angel number for you, 1229. Let's pull Moonology. Emotions are running high. I feel like this is someone that you're connecting with, maybe gaining something from, maybe just having to be intertwined with, work with, live with, or choosing to connect with. But this is also giving me a positive sort of, you're feeling maybe emotionally disconnected, but emotionally fulfilled. It's like a long time coming for something of importance, for this victory, for manifestations to start to come to be, for maybe even the improvement or gaining a connection of importance. And so I feel like you're not going to necessarily be emotional in the next 48, being drawn to this reading, in a negative sense, but it does come through for you maybe in a positive sense. If you do feel emotionally in a very heavy and negative way, I feel like that's because you're an empath and you need to cleanse your energy and step away from whoever or whatever that is in the moment. You're very close to achieving a big goal for yourself, but there's something else that needs to come to be before this comes to fruition for you. I really feel like you're going to be getting to know yourself better in the next 48 and feeling as if people want to get to know you more so. Look at this. There's a focus on more so moving forward, and maybe even you bringing harmony into the home and great friendships, going back to that Caring Connections card. And they're saying the home card, which we don't have on the board. But let's finish up this reading by pulling a crystal card. Coming out, I am love and love is me, okay? The Dioptas love card. Anyways, I butchered that, but you get the point. Let's pull one more. You embody the love that people need, and even the love that you need all the meanwhile. The Shungite card, talking about I practice the art of discipline and it brings freedom to my soul. Absolutely beautiful. So that's what I have for you. I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Sending you so much love and light.